So in the previous video, we have seen that how we can get the data from anime component to our home component, and we are also able to log it. And the data which we are interested in is the ID, right? The ID associated to that particular anime. So let's just quickly see. If I click on this one, it says clicked 5. If I click on this one, it says clicked 6, and so on, right? Now what we need to do is whenever any of the anime gets clicked, we need to navigate, right? Navigate where? Navigate to the detail screen. So I'll say navigation.navigate anime detail screen. So now if I click on any of the anime, we go to its detail screen, right? So that's really cool, right? Now we are able to navigate between two different screens, but we also need to somehow pass the data from this anime component to the anime detail screen, right? So you can see this anime component, we are getting the data, that is ID on press, and we are handling it in home screen, right? Now we need to pass this ID to anime detail screen. So how do we do that? In order to do that, if you remember the T root param list, we defined the screen names as undefined because we didn't want to pass any params, any parameters. Now for anime detail screen, we want to pass the ID, and the ID which we want to pass is of type number. So now if I come back to the home screen, now you see that we have an error. Now this error is coming from TypeScript because it says that I need ID. That essentially is that anime detail screens need a root param, and the root param which is needed is nothing but the ID, and we were already getting the ID. Now we are passing the ID. Now just like home screen, we define the props of the home screen. Let's do the same for the anime screen. So for doing that, we'll duplicate it, and instead of tprops home screen, we'll call it as tprops anime detail screen, and instead of home here, we'll have anime detail screen here. And what we'll do is we'll say react.fc react.functional components tprops anime detail screen, and we can structure two things, navigation and route. Now what we'll do is whenever this component gets mounted, we will try to see what do we have in route. So in route we have params, and in params we have ID. So now if I click on any of these, we go to the anime detail screen, and also we are able to retrieve this data. So let's see this data in our UI. Instead of logging it, we can see that it may be very small. Let me quickly increase the font size. The font size will be 30. You can see that the ID is also getting passed, which we are showing in the UI. Like 15 is the ID for this particular anime, right? So now we are able to navigate to anime detail screen, and we are also able to send data from home screen to anime detail screen, right? And the reason we need the data from home screen to anime detail screen is because now we will make an API call to fetch the anime details associated to this particular ID. So we'll be continuing with that in the next video. Thank you.